Hey, Cypher here. I'm coming at you with a new engaging etymology episode. This time, the word salary and how it has its roots in the Roman Empire. A word as simple as salary doesn't seem like it should have a greater history behind it, but it in fact does. We all use it, just referring to the fixed or regular payment someone gets for their job. Most words like this are rooted in simple etymologies that say that's just how some other language used to say pay, or something along those lines. English is an interesting language that way, though. We appropriate words from other languages simply to suit our own, no matter how vulgar it may be. I'm using the word vulgar for a reason, though. Latin once was the one universal language of Europe. One could go from Ireland to Italy and make do by speaking only Latin to those in power. It was the only language spoken in the Catholic Church from the monks to the Pope, in a time when Catholics were the only Christians in Western Europe. For some reason, there seems to be a pernicious lie going around in America that Catholics aren't Christian, but that's foolish to say the least. It comes from the Latin word for common people. It only acquired a negative connotation over time. So we get two etymologies for the price of one. Back to salary. We got the word from the Latin word salarium, which does not mean pay. It has the same origin as our word for salt. You see, in the ancient world, salt was a relative rarity. There were salt mines throughout the ancient world, but it was hard work. Others relied on drying salt from ocean water, but that was also a tedious process. It's tasty to add to things, so it could be viewed as an ancient luxury, but it is also very useful. Salt is helpful in order to retain water in people's systems. So for some, it is a necessary part of a regular diet. So if you wanted to go for an extended march and water was going to be scarce, you needed to consume salt in order to maintain that water for longer. The Roman legionaries understood this well, but salt was expensive and you had to get it locally. Obviously, there is a lot of marching involved in being a Roman soldier, so the empire would issue payments to soldiers in order for them to get salt. It was a necessity in order to maintain marching orders. These payments for salt were called salarium. Sal was the word for salt, and the ium was the article that they would tack on to any word to represent pay or tribute for something specific. So salarium just meant payment for salt. As this word was passed through the Middle Ages, it did not take on its greater meaning until it was vulgarized into English. And yes, vulgarized is the correct word. With that transition, we got the word that we have today. Originally in ancient Rome, it meant payment for salt. But now it means standardized payment for services rendered. Interesting how everyday words have a history behind them, huh? Well, be sure to check out my previous episodes on etymology, and while you're at it, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.